Good morning, everyone. How are you? This is Shankar Poncelé streaming to you live from San Antonio, Texas, with a very interesting topic this morning. 3 traits of successful doctors. If you are a doctor, you should stick around because I'm about to reveal 3 traits that I see in successful doctors, specifically those with whom I have worked over the past 5 years. As you may know, I own a healthcare marketing agency, and I have the privilege to work with several of the best actually healthcare professionals here in the greater San Antonio area. And I have just sat down and looked at, well, what truly makes them stand out? What are the traits that I can identify? And I thought I would share those with you today, specifically because today is a very important day for me. Actually, today at 11 o'clock Central Time, I have a webinar for physicians that teaches them how they can market themselves in three very easy steps. There we go. And it's going to be probably about 2 hours of information jam-packed for you. So if you want to attend, I have blended in the sign-up URL, shanksacademy.com, and you can be with me. I'm showing you, before we get into the serious stuff, I'm showing you something funny. Not too long ago, who here is an Amazon shopper? If you can post that in the comment, maybe just type Amazon. If you are guilty of shopping a lot on Amazon, it's so convenient, I know. But not too long ago, I purchased a whiteboard, one like this, but this is a calendar one without all the calendar, just a plain whiteboard. You know, I was very inspired by Dr. Bricker. Some of you may know him. He does these whiteboard educational videos, and I thought you can do that too. So I purchased that whiteboard, and it arrived, or at least I thought it would arrive, and guess what came in the mail? I'm about to show you. Okay, if I can move the slide, there we go. In the mail came Grandpa's weeder, and there you see me with the weeder. Up until this week, I didn't even have an idea what a weeder is. It's this device, and you take it and you push all your weight against it, and then it helps you rip out weeds. There we go. So that was kind of the icebreaker. It's always good to have that. And now we go into the first trait of a successful doctor, and that is discipline. I truly see that those who have success, not only clinical success, but also business success, they show a good amount of discipline. And I mean, it is very obvious for why you need that as a physician. Very often, especially if you are self-employed, or maybe even if you cover shifts in hospitals or whatnot, you are on call. You have to fulfill your duty and you're on call. And that, quite frankly, has to, if you want to be reachable and make sure your cell phone is loaded, make sure you're always in an environment where you can respond to these emergency calls, you have to be very disciplined. You also have to be very disciplined because you have to keep your deadlines. There's a lot of paperwork that you guys have to do, the SOAP notes, the prescriptions, and God knows what other paperwork that maybe insurance agencies require from you. And all of that, if you want to stay on track and not lose oversight, you are disciplined. If you are an entrepreneurial doctor, you're running a business, you're growing a business, you have to manage a team, you have to coordinate so many things. Without discipline, that does not work. You also have to have the discipline to continue processing vast amounts of information that is released every day. You all know MedPage. Depending on which state you live in. You follow certain industry-specific newsletters, and your local authorities send you a bunch of information that you need to adhere to, and that requires a vast amount of discipline. And if you don't have that, at least, I have never seen a successful doctor who doesn't have discipline. So I commend you for that. And I definitely have identified that as my first trait of successful doctors. Now, if you want to know how you can take that discipline that you already have and translate that into something very powerful that gives you lots of exposure online, then you need to be on my webinar that starts here at 11 a.m. Central Time. It'll start. So that is exactly 1 hour and 30 minutes away. Very exciting. Go to schenkexacademy.com. It is blended in here, and then you can be part of that exciting webinar. Okay, trait number 2, advocacy. Okay, so advocacy, of course, is always tied to action and tied to raising awareness. So I have kind of cheated here and packed 3 traits in one, but I have observed my successful clients who are physicians, and if they are successful, they care a lot about a certain aspect that is typically related to their field of expertise. So they will do things such as getting involved in policy creation. They sit on committees with local or sometimes state policymakers, and they are actively involved in defining and helping to make our lawmakers understand that what they decide on a day-to-day basis has a huge impact on how healthcare is being delivered and also on how healthcare is paid for. So that is definitely something that I can observe, this caring, this truly caring beyond the clinical work. They take time out of their already busy schedules and go and drive policy creation. They are also typically very interested in having a genuine impact, right? Having a genuine impact on the community. They want to see people get well. They want to see people and their families go back to normal lives. They want healthcare to be affordable and within reach, accessible. They want healthcare to be fair and right and accurate and also to the point, right? The cutting edge of information that is coming out every day should be included in how they treat their patients. They have typically, these successful doctors have a talent to bring the right people together, especially if they are self-employed. Maybe they own a small practice, or if they're not self-employed, maybe they are responsible for a department. One common misconception that the general public has is that physicians always only do clinical work. And both you and I know that is not true. Very often you get involved in administration, or you're involved in research, or you use your skills otherwise. But the key is that because of having you've had to go through med school, many years of hard work, of difficult work, and to bring the right people together to get a project done. You need to find your medical assistants, you need to find your physician's assistants, your nurse practitioners, everything that constitutes a strong practice, a strong team that makes people healthy. You have if you're a successful doctor, you have this skill set, right? And if you have that already, and you want to I want you to take that immense gift and take that to the next level. And that is going to be the core of the webinar that is starting in a little less than 1 hour and 30 minutes. Takes about 2 hours. I won't record it. You have to be present. and you can partake just by going to shankxacademy.com and signing up. That's all it requires to be part of it. The next trait that I have observed is the ability to go viral. Now, I want to be very careful here because most of you successful physicians do not go viral in the sense of what most people nowadays understand. You don't have large followers on social media yet. You don't have a account maybe on TikTok or on LinkedIn. You don't have that. It's nothing that you think is important, but you go viral in that sense that you inspire a lot of other people who drive healthcare improvements. You're very often involved, as I said, in committees. You love to go to conferences, and you also love to contribute to journals where, in a sense, your knowledge, your expertise goes viral, right? So my role, my mission is to take that love and that drive that you already have, and as I said, help you take that to the next level. And that is one of the core elements, one of the core information pieces that I will help you figure out today in my live class that starts at 11 a.m. Central Time. All you need to do is go to shanksacademy.com and sign up. So it's blended in the lower left corner, and I'm going to show it here as well. Again, shankxacademy.com. If you would be so kind and like, comment, share wherever you see this live stream so that I can connect with you and I can look at what you're doing online. And hopefully I'll see you very soon. That's it for now. I'm gonna go get ready by calming myself, meditation and that kind of stuff. And then I'll see you very soon. Thank you for your time, and goodbye for now.